Elite basketball skills and superior IQ, there are not many players out there who can match the intensity and excellence of the rookie sensation that is Caitlin Clark. After unanimously winning every accolade last year, such as AP Athlete of the Year, WNBA's Rookie of the Year, as well as the Times Athlete of the Year, it is no secret that Clark is the most decorated and loved basketball player of this generation. But what exactly makes her great? Is it her superior shooting ability, precise assists, unparalleled dribbling, or everything combined? Well, let's look at some of her best highlights and on-court moments that prove she's the best player ever.
Davis, time winding down. Are they going to get the ball up in time? Clark for the win. Yeah! She does it time and time again, the 40-piece, and walks off with the W.
Listen, this is what Caitlin Clark does, folks. Logo threes. It's her signature. That is the most Caitlin Clark way to win a game.
With only a couple seconds left on the clock and the scores tied on 73, Clark's Iowa team was in a desperate situation where they needed a tiebreaker to win a closely fought game. Clark stood up for the challenge and got the ball before positioning herself on the logo. Her opponents were probably thinking that she can't possibly shoot from there, right?
I don't know.
Wrong. Clark wasted no time and stepped back to deliver a nail-biting logo 3. The time stood still as the ball glided in the air before ending up in the basket with a swish. The execution and the timing was absolutely perfect, and Clark's incredible buzzer-beater shot had just won the game. The fans were going crazy as they screamed Clark's name on top of their lungs. Clark had just made history for making the most exciting finish in college basketball, and it truly was an unforgettable moment.
All of a sudden, that's 6 of 10. Not looking so hot anymore. And a baseball pass down court and with passing. Look at this.
This is a pass that not very many players can make from behind the free throw line.
During the second quarter of Indiana versus Seattle, Clark pulled off some of the best playmaking skills in all of women's sports. That's right. After a rebound, Clark decided to make a risky-looking shot by passing all the way to the other basket and picking out Samuelson, who seemed to be perfectly positioned for a layup and finished it without any hesitation. The assist was top-notch, and the best part, it was shot from behind the free line, where most players wouldn't dream of a long-range pass like the one she just pulled off. Clark's elite vision and quick thinking, combined with her outstanding execution, really shows that her playmaking skills are on a completely different level than the rest of the league.
Here's Clark. Picked up now by Dee Richards as she's into the ball game. Richards on the floor. Clark, the step back three just below the logo, drills it.
She's a rookie, and she's 22 years old, the same as her jersey, but those heels were right at the logo.
During a fierce matchup between the Indiana Fever and Washington Mystics, Clark displayed her incredible shooting ability, and everybody was flabbergasted to see her pull off a spectacular three-pointer from the logo. That's right, folks. The Washington defender lunged for the ball, and it fumbled for a fraction of time before Clark got a hold of it and decided to let it rip. The best part, the commentators had their jaws dropped, and they just couldn't believe that a rookie could pull off such incredible moves so effortlessly. Clark is a beast when it comes to long-range shooting, and this shot proved it clearly.
Working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot. Logo make for Clark.
Next, we have an absolutely delicious logo 3 from the Indiana Fever versus the Chicago Sky matchup. Clark's team is trailing by 3 points, and the pressure is mounting on her team to shift the momentum. This is exactly when Clark decides to take matters into her own hands and flip the script on her opponents. She is standing miles away from the basket, and yet she doesn't think twice before launching it from the deep and adding a perfect three-pointer to her name. She makes the shot by putting in more effort than Angels PR agencies and finishes the shot to perfection. Clark's doing a masterclass in finesse, and her opponents are busy taking notes. This highlight clearly shows her superior skills with the ball as well as her incredible offensive gameplay, which is unprecedented in the women's game.
Thomas just fires it up there and banks it home to beat the shot clock. Clark launching ahead And Hull with an answer on the other end. What a pass.
During a fierce Connecticut Sun versus Indiana Fever matchup, Clark is poised to get her team ahead of the opposition, and she does exactly that. Clark presses down the court and decides to pass the ball to Lexi Hull in the most amazing way possible. A satisfying long-range assist. Lexi doesn't disappoint, as she was set up for success by a legendary playmaker. Kelton Clark pulled off an amazing long-range pass that many players wouldn't dare even think, and this is exactly what makes Clark unique from the rest of the WNBA. She not only has the skills required to outshine her opponents, but also has the courage to pull off risky maneuvers and come out on top.
Already at 10, looking to tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown and knocks it.
On June 27, 2024, Indiana Fever was trailing by 11-22 against the Seattle Storm, and the pressure was starting to mount for Clark's side when Clark decided to take matters into her own hands. That's right, folks. Caitlin Clark moved back from her forward position and got the ball before launching a deliciously good three-pointer from the logo. The crowd went berserk, and the fans were absolutely delighted to see Clark get their team back into the game. And this is exactly why Clark is the fan favorite. She can be trusted to change the course of the game and alter the destiny of her team from the brink of defeat to the dawn of victory.
Already at 10, looking to tie last year's winning record.
Clark from way downtown and knocks it down. Caitlin Clark.
This is exactly what sets Clark apart from the rest of her peers. Her insane shooting range and incredible finishing skills, which clearly outshine every opponent out there.
With plantar fasciitis, but her team is beating Indiana, and that's exactly what the Fever needed to.
Next, we have another long-range three-pointer from Caitlin Clark. Let's be honest, nobody comes close to Clark when she's shooting three-pointers, and the most interesting part is that she makes it look so easy. During a close matchup between Minnesota and Indiana, Clark unleashed her true potential and delivered a masterclass in offensive skills and shooting ability. Clark's team was trailing 53-60 in the fourth quarter, and it was time for the Rookie of the Year to take the lead. She got the ball and drained a deliciously good bucket, earning 3 valuable points for her team on the side.
Dribble penetration.
Well, and it allows them. Oh, what a dime. My goodness, the pass from Clark to Katie Lou.
Apart from her amazing shooting ability, Clark also possesses an unparalleled playmaking skill, which dictates her high number of assists and accurate passing. In this highlight, we can clearly see Clark passing the ball effortlessly to her teammate Katie Lou Samuelson within a fraction of a second. Unbelievable, right? Clark's release time is insane, and her range is even more amazing. The commentators are absolutely stunned, and so is the crowd. Can you blame them? Clark is out there dropping more dimes than a rain shower, and we are not complaining at all.
He needed to finish out his last a little bit.
Clark, step back, hits a three.
And lastly, we have another classic shot from Kelton Clark during a fierce matchup between Indiana Fever and Las Vegas Aces, where Fever is trailing by 6 points. Clark moves forward, only to trap her opponent and make room for a stunning three-point shot. Clark is no stranger in making difficult shots look easy, and this one is a solid example. She runs forward, making her defender feel dizzy, only to step backwards and deliver a beautifully timed three-pointer. Crazy, right? Clark is surely one of greatest ever to play in the WNBA, and the most impressive thing, she's only getting started. Clark is a generational talent who has captured the hearts and minds of millions of basketball fans and earned countless accolades in the process, such as AP Athlete of the Year, WNBA's Rookie of the Year, and Times Athlete of the Year as well. But she is bound to break more records and win more accolades as time goes on. So what do you think? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more basketball updates. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.